Chun means spring and Chun means stream. Together, they make Chuncheon, the city that emits the scent of spring from its very own name. Lake Uyanho transformed Chuncheon from a mountainous city into a city famous for its lake. Chuncheon's most renowned writer, Kim Yu-jeong. A literary monument celebrating Kim is here. Spring, Spring is perhaps the most famous among Kim Yu-jeong's many short stories. Let's take a journey to Chuncheon, where the story came to life. Shinnam Station is the entry point of Kim Yu-jeong's literary tour. This makeshift station is effectively the gateway into Kim's hometown, commonly known as Shile Village.
My hometown is the mountains of Gangwon-do Province. It's a small village you can reach by walking through about 8 kilometers of a rugged mountain path past the town of Chuncheon. On all sides, it is surrounded by daunting peaks, and the village itself is comfortably tucked inside those hills. They called it Shile Village because people say the way it's encircled by mountain ranges resembles a sunken steamer.
Chun Sang-guk is a man devoted to Kim Yu-jeong's folk literature. He serves as the head of the Kim Yu-jeong House of Literature. Chun says this is a place where one can truly feel the traces of Kim Yu-jeong, who entered and swiftly left the Korean literature scene like a meteor.
김유정이 남긴 30여 편의 작품은 주인공들의 그 매력 있는 어떤 캐릭터라든가 또 그 웃음을 자아내는 그 이야기의 어떤 솜씨 그리고 이고장의 어떤 그 풍습들을 잘 담은 그 어떤 향토미로 해서 문학사에서 그 문학성을 잃지 않는 높은 작가로서 인정을 받고 있습니다.
Kim Yu-jeong was the youngest son of a wealthy local landlord who was rich enough to keep a separate 100-room mansion in the capital city. In his plentiful youth, he had nothing more to desire. But the mountains and fields of his hometown nurtured Kim Yu-jeong into not a mere rich boy, but one with a sensitive and literary soul. Kim's most famous short story, Spring Spring, is one of Korea's most renowned farm novel, depicting the comical relationship between a live-in farmhand son-in-law, his father-in-law, and the daughter, Chom-sun.
The simple and naive farmhand of the short story Spring Spring works on the farm for more than 3 years without pay because he wants to marry the daughter of the old man, Bong-pil. But the ill-tempered old father-in-law keeps postponing the wedding, using his daughter's short stature as the excuse. That is where the conflict of the story begins. The greedy old man Bong-pil, who is cast as the farm supervisor of Mr. Pae's land in the story, was actually a man named Kim Jong-pil in real life.
Kim Yu-jeong was a genius who was defeated by destiny. He lost his mother at the age of 7, and 2 years later lost his father as well. In the absence of both parents, the family's fortune began to rapidly dwindle. Although he was born in Chuncheon, Kim was educated in Seoul, but he quits Yeonhee College to return to his hometown and carry out a farm literacy movement. The 2 years from then on, until he died of tuberculosis at the age of 29, was a short but important period when he wrote about 30 stories that changed the course of Korean literature. The home of Kim Yu-jeong was restored based on the recollections of the night school students he taught. It's in a shape of a well, rare for this region, that used haystacks instead of tiles as its humble roof. The builder also paid attention so the chimneys or the smoke from cooking rice would not show from outside the walls. These details of the house say a lot about another aspect of his childhood.
이 세 가지가 바로 그 시대의 부자들이 가난한 사람들한테 좀 겸손하게 좀 이렇게 몸조심한 그런 모습을 가옥 구조에서 이제 확인하게 됐습니다.
Kim opened a night school for the villagers who never had a chance to learn due to their destitute lives. Kim, who in real life was deeply involved with the villagers' lives through agricultural movements, painted the innocent and passionate lives of his neighbors into novels. Thus, the origin of Kim Yu-jeong's literature lies in his relationship with his poor neighbors.
해학성과 그다음에 향토성 그리고 아주 탁월한 언어 감각에 의한 그 리드미컬한 어떤 문장들이 김유정 작가의 어떤 개성을 보여주는데 부족함이 없는 그런 작품이라고 하겠습니다.
The short story Spring Spring conspicuously shows that unique characteristic.
The farmhand wasn't the only one getting impatient with the delayed wedding. The same was true for 16-year-old Chum-sun as well.
Are you just gonna keep working day and night?
Once he hears Chum-sun complain, the farmhand works up the courage to confront his father-in-law, one way or another.
김유정이 이제 어린 야학하는 학생들을 데리고 강에 가서 목욕을 하고 돌아오다가 이제 그 장인 영감과 대릴사회하고 드자배에서 싸우는 저 논에서 싸우는 장면을 바라보고 이제 그때 그 메모를 했던 그것이 바로 이제 봄봄의 이제 작품 무대가 된 바로 그 현장입니다. 여기가.
The vividness of the event is thanks to the fact that the incident really took place. The old man, Pongpil, is enraged when he sees the farmhand laying on the ground and not working. He starts pounding on the boy indiscriminately. When the farm boy, who had kept his patience for a very long time, uncharacteristically fights back, even grabbing onto the old man's beard, the fight grows bigger. In truth, the farm boy began the fight believing that Chum-sun will take his side. But the treacherous Chum-sun is even worse than her father. The case is closed, at least temporarily, with the father-in-law promising the farmhand that he will indeed give his daughter's hand in marriage, but that first, the boy must do some work.
These humorous scenes of sorrow and teary scenes of humor intermingle in Kim Yu-jeong's literature. While he is no longer with us in reality, the literary soul of young Kim Yu-jeong is well and alive in Shile village.